Pisces. This can be for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Hopefully there is something here that gives you a little bit more detail in regards to your love situation first and foremost. So let's have a look and see what comes up for you, Pisces. 5 cards for love. What's coming up in love? Okay, this felt like this card wanted to jump out. Okay, jumping to conclusions. Maybe there's a bit of resistance coming forward here, especially those that are dealing with a fire sign. Okay, there's more fire. You've got fire with the wands here. You've got earth, and you also have the Lovers card, which is Gemini. Now, someone is jumping to conclusions potentially, or someone's opinions or something is going to be met with resistance in relationships. Okay, so if we're taking the equation thing out of it, the Lovers card is a focus on communication or mentality. So this month could be a situation here where someone says or does something and it might be used against the other. Okay, Pisces, might be used against you. You might use it against the other person, but it's going to be met with resistance, meaning someone might not necessarily agree to something. Okay, they might show signs that they're in two minds about a situation, or they're unsure. Okay, there's uncertainty because you have the 9 of Wands. So in a love situation, there could be someone showing signs of uncertainty, or purposely delaying something. Okay, the Hangman can be delays, either delays in communication. So you might notice someone pulling back, maybe someone taking longer to respond to you. And look, they might have other things going on, or maybe it could show that this person right now isn't agreeing with how you're wanting things or the expectations you might be placing on them in relationships. And for some of you, things might be in the early stages still. You know, the Sun card came up, so it can show something that's still in its early days. So if this isn't a connection or a relationship that's in its early days, then the Sun card could indicate you need to take something quite slow and be quite playful at the same time. You know, the child is playful. It's not really burdened with anxious or presumptuous thoughts. So maybe this is the certain approach you need to take in regards to love this month. And for a lot of you, there's definitely a message here that you are dealing with a soulmate. You've got the Lovers, these beautiful divine couple that's being brought together by an angel here. So the gods, your spirit guides, the universe, you know, you can put any label on it, but this is a very powerful connection that's around you. So and the fact that that's come up near the 4 of Wands, some of you are definitely celebrating something major. I don't know if it's an anniversary or it's going to be the first of many anniversaries, but there's something about a powerful connection that's forming, or a face-to-face meeting that might occur. Some of you might be meeting someone online or at a distance, or if you've been long distant, you might be, if you've been in a long distant connection with a romantic partner, they might surprise you. Okay, I did mention pleasant surprises, so there could be last minute plans to see each other. It could be someone surprising you. You might think about surprising them. But I feel like that it's a strong point here for long distance connections or foreign lovers. For you Pisceans, I feel like that's your strength in regards to love this month, but also communication. Okay, there's a lot of opportunities where you'll be able to say what you speak, to think what you say, to say what you think. There'll be a lot of opportunities in the physical realm. Okay, you've got divine intervention on your part. And the Ace of Pentacles, for the most part, does offer loyalty and consistency. So there's something that's going to become a tradition, or that's going to become habitual between you and another person. Okay, it might be the way you communicate. It might be the places you go, the things you're doing, but it might be something you'll set in motion that's going to become familiar with the both of you starting from this month. Okay, but there might be an earth sign here, a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, coming in and offering you love. Okay, Ace of Pentacles also rules the monetary realm, so you might be spoilt. You might be receiving something that's quite valuable. I did mention value here with the King of Cups. So for some of you, that could definitely indicate something quite valuable that's coming to your possession because of another person. Now for others, Ace of Pentacles with the Four of Wands, it's either you're meeting someone who's at a point in their life where they're quite established and they've got the career and the assets down pat. They're wanting something more romantic, more emotionally fulfilling. Or it's someone who's making you an offering, okay? They might be lending you money. They might be helping your business. They might be saying, hey, why don't you move in with me? Maybe we could make this work. We could save some money. The relationship is going great. But the Hangman is here. And the Hangman does something that he knows is wrong, or does something that he knows is not the right time. And then in essence, he's punished for it in a way. You can see he's hanging upside down. So I guess don't be hasty. That Knight of Wands, you know, it can be good in some situations, Pisces, but sometimes it's important we don't rush into things. He's very spur of the moment, the Knight of Wands. And the Hangman, he might be telling you not to rush things when it comes to love. There could be delays, but maybe these delays are good. Maybe in hindsight, these delays need to happen. Before you enter that doorway and into the next phase of your connection or your relationship, you might need to wait, or there might be someone who's wanting to wait. Now for others of you, because the Hangman speaks of punishment, there could be someone giving you silent treatment this month. There might be a situation here where the other person is introverted. They're not revealing much. They're hiding things. And this is going to give you a lot of perspective. You're going to learn a lot about them. You're going to see them for who they are. The Four of Cups is here, and this is us seeing things as clear as day. They may not come as we like in the way that we like, but there's a reason why they come to our perception. They come to our senses, okay? So there might be something here that pops up. But a beautiful soulmate connection that's existing around you, or someone with that sort of potential around you. So that's quite exciting. Let's move on and have a look at career though, creative pursuits or money. Let's see what's coming up for you, Pisces, in those areas. Okay, new chapters and new beginnings coming in for some of you. There's, wow, okay, career or creative pursuits or money, fame, wealth, success. There's definitely the notion of new chapters. The children, I did mention childhood dreams in the general. I feel like it pertains more to your career and creative pursuits. It's something you've wanted, whether it's storytelling, education, fame, production, working with people, helping others, turning situations around, whatever sort of industry or profession or calling that's coming up here for you. There's major revelations coming up around you. The Judgment card is contract or contracts or receiving feedback, but this feedback is not from just anyone. It could be someone who's quite high up, someone who's famous, someone who's in a very good position in a certain industry or company, and you might be meeting with this person. So you might need to brush up on your skills, because you're going to feel the child is easily intimidated. Let's face facts, okay? And there's several children in these cards here. So there is someone you're meeting who's quite intimidating or is going to make you feel like a child. You might get very excited. You might feel quite giddy. You might even be starstruck. The Star card is here. This is fame and public knowledge and awareness. It's also exposure, okay? You're going to be exposed to something. You could be meeting someone from the past, or someone that you used to work with, or someone who knows about your childhood dream, and they might be helping it come to fruition. The angel is here, the angel Gabriel, coming to inform and inundate the people of the good news. So there's some big news that's going to be tied into feedback. Either it's trials, it's probations, it's money reviews. Okay, Wheel of Fortune can be increased money, increased pay. The Ace of Wands is here, which does speak of quite an opportunistic time in your career. Things will be moving, okay? Pay attention to people that you're connecting with online, socially, through social media, professionally, LinkedIn, business corporations, companies that are either reaching out online or reaching out on public platforms, especially if you do have anything that you're releasing. The Star card is business launches. The Star card is ebooks. The Star card is having your work out there to the world. It's also Aquarius energy. Some of you might have an Aquarius coming in, or the period of Aquarius, which does hover around February, is quite prominent for you in your career. But definitely unions and childhood dreams that are being fulfilled here. Something about divine timing. It's either an opportunistic time to fulfill a childhood dream, or an opportunistic time to go ahead and chase that childhood dream you've swept under the rug, you never thought possible, you sort of gave up on, or maybe you were taking a hiatus from, whatever the reasons here. Maybe you ended up having a family and concentrated on those sorts of relationships, and not so much the one that you have with your creative self or your business self. So it could be an opportunistic time to nurture that relationship, because something very good can come of it. The Wheel of Fortune can also be seen as completion. So you might be completing something, a book, a contract, a deal, temporary work, long-term work, long service leave. The Ace is a new chapter, okay? There could be important meetings, but like I said, they're intimidating meetings potentially. Now, the Six of Cups can also be working from home. Okay, reaching the community, working with the community, working from home, or establishing a base from home somehow. Could even be a self-startup business or something of this kind here that's going to come to you. These ideas are going to come to you. Aquarian energy is very buzzing. It's very self-aware. It's very knowledgeable. It's very confident. So you've got confidence. If you want to meet with someone, so you might be charming a lot of people, you might notice that you're attracting a lot of good attitudes from the people you're working with, even Pisces. So you might come to see that. There could also be laws and legalities intervening into career or business setups, paperwork, immigration maybe. But this is also potentially coming up. But the Star, the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace, there's something here that you're meant for, Pisces, but it's something that you want. You've wished upon a star. Now, the Star card can also be healing. So for some of you, there's healing of a situation, either redeeming yourself. Okay, child brings up thoughts of innocence. Redeeming yourself, healing a situation, could even be financial healing, because suddenly your luck is changing. Suddenly you're leaving behind the devils, the draining energy, and coming up to more power, more prestige, more fame, more acknowledgement, with the Sphinx here as well. I will leave your reading at that though, Pisces.